Today we're going to be taking a look at a smart LED bulb and a smart bulb socket made by iHaper. The smart LED bulb is a 7-watt bulb, which is equivalent to a 40-watt regular bulb. It's dimmable and it outputs daylight white at 3000 K. The smart light bulb socket is compatible with LED, CFL, and incandescent bulbs up to 25 watts. Both items do not require a hub, and they support Apple HomeKit, Alexa, and Google Assistant. With that being said, let's go ahead and run that intro and jump right into the unboxing. Hey there, my name is Adrian with ProjectRamos.com and dealsbypr.com. On this channel, I do tech reviews, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. First, let's unbox the LED bulb. So right away, what we get in the box is the user's manual. So there it is there. Here's the LED bulb. It's in a foam insert that's molded to the LED bulb. Here's the bulb. Has a plastic top, plastic side. Next, we're going to unbox the smart socket. Same thing here. The user manual is taped to the bottom. There's a user manual. Looks like it's just a quick guide telling you how to restore the socket to factory settings. And here is the smart socket. Has a button there. It is made out of plastic, and that is it for the packaging. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get both items plugged into a light socket and run through the setup process. The first item we're going to pair is the iHaper LED bulb. I have a light socket here that we're going to plug it into, and I also have my iPhone 10 here. The instructions show to use the iHaper app, which I already have downloaded since I have a couple other iHaper items. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch the app, and I'm going to take the LED bulb, screw it into the socket here. It is now installed in the socket. Next thing I'm going to do is turn it on. So the LED bulb is now powered on. As you can tell, it is powered on here. I'm going to hit the plus sign in the app, and we're going to use the QR code that's here. Okay, now that it's scanned the QR code, it's saying if we want to add the accessory, so we're going to allow. So now it shows that it's connecting. Okay, it shows I couldn't add the accessory, so I'm going to check the settings and see what's going on here. Okay, I think one of the issues is that the light that the LED bulb was giving off was throwing off the scan of the QR code, so I'm going to turn this off. And now I'm going to hit add. And now we're going to scan the QR code here. Now the app is searching for the bulb. So I'm going to turn it on now. And it says add accessory to network. I'm going to allow. And it looks like it found the bulb. It got really bright here. Okay, it shows that it added the bulb. Now it's flashing to let us know that it has added the bulb. Okay, looks like the app named the bulb Lightbulb, all one word. So we're just gonna hit done. So now I'm gonna use the shortcut here called Lightbulb. If you long press, you get to this meter here that you can change the intensity on the bulb. So we could take it all the way down to 8%, even to off. Or we can put it at full intensity at 100%. So I'm gonna put this a little lower to make it easier to see on screen here. So I'll put this down to maybe 2%. Okay, well, it's actually 3% now. All right, so I'm gonna Let me reload the app here. Okay, so if you just tap on the icon, it's going to turn the light on and off. Long press, you get to this area, hit detail. Looks like the detail button is crashing the app for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. But now that we have it paired using the iHaper app, now we can use Siri to control the light. So we could say something like, hey, turn light bulb off.
Done.
Hey, turn light bulb on.
Okay.
Hey, change light bulb to 75%.
Okay, I set the light bulb to 75%.
Hey, change light bulb to 1%.
Okay, I set the light bulb to 1%.
All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're going to set up the smart light socket, same way as we did the LED bulb. For the setup of the smart socket, we're gonna use our light socket here. We're gonna put this into the light socket. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and power it on, and we're gonna use the iHaper app to add this to our home kit. So we're just gonna hit the plus sign, and it's gonna want us to scan the QR code. So we'll take the QR code here. And now it's asking us to allow it to add the accessory to our network. So I'm just gonna hit allow. You can see the LED indicator light flashing here. It shows that it's searching for the light, and it looks like, or I'm sorry, the socket, looks like it just found it. Now it's adding the socket to the app, and it is now added, and it named it light bulb, which is going to be a problem because we already have another item called light bulb. So I'm going to change the name of that probably to, I'll name it socket. And I do have an LED bulb here. This is not a smart LED bulb. This is a regular LED bulb. So I'm just going to turn this off here for a second. I'm going to screw in the LED bulb. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on. And there you go there. It is on. So I'm going to hit done here. And now with the app, I can turn the socket on and off, which also turns the LED bulb on and off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rename the accessory, being that we have two that are named light bulb. So I'm gonna go offline here real quick and rename this to just socket. All right, so now I've renamed this socket to light bulb socket. So now we can, using the app, we can turn it on and off with a simple tap. If I long press, we get just a simple on and off button. So we're not going to be able to dim the LED bulb using the smart socket. So we can just simply turn the light on and off. Now there is a button here that you can use to manually turn the bulb on and off. Okay, so now what we can do is use Siri to turn the socket on and off. Hey, turn light bulb socket on.
Okay.
Hey, turn light bulb socket off.
Done.
One other thing I'd like to note is if you're running iOS, then once you pair either the smart socket or the smart LED bulb to your iHaper app, it automatically syncs over to HomeKit. So if you go into the Home app, you're now going to see your two devices show up, and you're going to be able to control that also using the Home app on your iOS device. So being that we have the smart socket plugged in right now, we can just simply tap on that icon, turn the light on and off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I'm going to unplug the smart socket. And now we're going to plug in the LED bulb, the smart LED bulb. Turn this on. Let's give it a few seconds, and now it's on. So using the home app, it shows that it's at 1% and it's on. We can simply turn it off, turn it on, long press, and do the same thing here. Change the intensity. You can go into settings, change the default room that it's in. You can change the name of the device. Right now it's named Lightbulb, but if you want to name it something else, you could do so here. So you get pretty much the same functionality and settings that you can get in the iHaper app. Now that we've had a chance to set up and test both items using the iHaper app and the Apple Home app, let's go over my final thoughts of both products. First, let's talk about the setup process on both items. Both items were able to pair to my phone fairly easy. I do want to note one thing is that most people have routers that can put out both signals, both 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz signals. These items are only compatible with 2.4 gigahertz networks, which means that whichever device that you're pairing these items to, whether it's your smartphone or an iPad or some other device that's compatible, you got to make sure that you're on the 2.4 gigahertz network in order to be able to communicate with both items. The setup process went through fairly easy. We were able to pair them easily using the iHaper app, and as soon as both items were paired to the iHaper app, they were automatically synced over to Apple's Home app. Now let's talk about the ease of use for both items. Once we had them paired up to the iHaper app, it was very easy to operate both items. The app offers a button-style operation to be able to control the on and off settings for both the LED bulb and the socket. And for the LED bulb, you're also able to control the dimmable settings. So you can set it as low as 1% and as high as obviously 100%. And you're also able to set it to the off position using the intensity slider. Now, being that both items, once they're synced into the iHaper app, once you do that, it syncs over to the Home app, which means that using Siri, we're going to be able to control all of those functions as well. So with the LED bulb, using Siri, we can control the intensity and we can turn the LED bulb on and off. With the socket, you can just simply turn the socket on and off. So depending on what bulb you have on here, even if it's a bulb that supports that's dimmable, you're only going to be able to turn that bulb on and off using the smart socket. One of the convenience factors about using Siri with these items is that you can set up scenes. So if you do buy, let's say in your living room, you do buy the LED smart bulbs and set these all up in your living room, then you can name that room for each one of these bulbs. You can set it to the living room area. Then you can set a scene where you can say, okay, let's say you're gonna watch a movie and you're gonna want some light in the room, but you don't want it to be super bright. So you can set up a scene for movies and set each one of these bulbs that are in the room to 1%. So when you call up Siri, you can call up the movies scene and then it will automatically set these bulbs to 1%. Or let's say you want them at 100%, so you can set up another scene to automatically turn on your lights and set them to 100%. And when you're leaving the house, let's say you want to set up another scene to say leaving home, you can set up these bulbs, all the bulbs in the house, to let's say something low at like 5%. And then you could set up another scene where you can have just 1% of light, almost like a night light. So you can have endless scenes, different scenarios, whatever suits your needs. And now for the $1 million question. Is this smart LED bulb and smart light bulb socket worth your hard-earned money? The LED bulb sells for $19.97 on Amazon. the smart light bulb socket sells for $29.97 on Amazon. If one of your goals is to set up a smart home and you want to start with smart lighting, I think this product is very easy to set up. It's not going to give you any problems, and it just works. And it's really great that it syncs with HomeKit, which means that if you have an iOS device, so an iPhone or an iPad, you're going to be able to use Siri to control your devices. And you don't need a hub to be able to control these devices. You're going to be able to do it, either using the iHaper app, or you're going to be able to use the Home app on your iPhone or iPad to be able to control these devices. So no hub required, which is a plus. And in addition to that, you're going to be able to use an Alexa or a Google Assistant if you have one at home to also control these lights. So overall, I think these items are very easy to set up. They're not going to give you any issues once you do have them set up, and they just work. So I give this a definite buy. I think they're reasonably priced, and I don't think you'll regret if you were to pick either one of these or both up to be able to step into the smart home technology. As always, if you found some value in this video, I would appreciate it if you were to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you get notified the next time we upload a new review video. And on that note, I will see you on the next review.